Hey, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Good evening from my end. Good evening from my end. Good evening from my end here in Madison, Wisconsin, United States. It's evening here. Not sure what your time is, where you're at, but hop on here, you all. Let's jump in here. Jump in here, like jump in, okay? Because we are about to discuss something very important. All right, connect. Let's get on board. Let's get on board. Let's get on board. How are you all doing today? Happy Monday to you all. Hope you're doing amazing today. Hope your week is off to a great start. I see you all joining. Thank you for connecting, for jumping on board. Thank you for hopping on. Let's stay tight. Welcome aboard. Grab a seat, buckle your seat belt, and be ready for the ride, because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. All right. This is Silvaline here on Elevate with Silvaline, a platform where we talk all things financial leveling up. Okay, we talk all things that can level up our financial game. It's a personal development, personal finance. We are leveling up our financial game. We like everything that, that is finance related. And of course, that business is always like 5 and 6 with finance. As long as it's going to help us level up our financial game, that is what we are all in, like we are in for here. So as you join, I welcome you on board. Grab a seat, fasten your seat belt, and be ready to ride, to have a fun ride. Okay, be ready to have a fun ride with us, with me today. So thank you. I appreciate you for joining. Stay connected. Stay connected. We are about to share on this topic, and if you really have something to contribute as it relates to this, then you can definitely send your request. But I am not here to play games or to do any other thing. No, I am here to deliver this material. All right. And I definitely appreciate your, if you have your thoughts, contribution, like, as see fit. Thank you very much. So I want us to talk about this passion to profit business model that you may or may not have heard it, but it's the reason why I am really, passionate about sharing this out here, because it's something that I have been doing for the last 3 years, and I know how it has helped me as a mom of 3 little ones, all under the age of, 8 and below. Okay, I know how. That's why I always have my mommies at heart. As much as this information can benefit all and anyone, but I always have my mommies at heart, because I know where our shoe pinches. All right, so I can be able to connect with you, speak in the language that you can understand. You know what I mean? Because I know we all, pretty much have similar issues, and I'm here to really try to provide a little bit of some solution to some of those issues in the little possible way that I possibly can. So today is actually coming off of something that I shared in the post that I made today on my TikTok here about, turning our passion, or something that we love to do, something that we already, a passion of us, a skill set that you may have, that you already, you already passionate about. You feel like this is what you find fulfillment in doing, right? And maybe for you, for the longest time, you've only been considering that thing like, it's just a hobby. It's just something that I just do as a fun thing, during my leisure time. And and rightfully so. I mean, like, because maybe for you, the reason you do that is because, of course, you have a main hustle that you do, like you have your main job. So the other one, that is maybe something that you really love to do, has just been, on the back seat, because it has been on the back seat and just be like something that when you have time, whenever you have some leisure time, that is when you even think about that. But guess what? Whenever you really get to doing that thing, you find so much pleasure in. You find so much fulfillment in. Why? Because you have so much passion in that thing. It's something that you're so passionate about. It's something you really, really love to do. Now, my question that I bring to all of us here today is, what if, just what if it were possible that that passion of yours can be crafted and packaged as a real business that can actually end up, like down the road, be something that can feed your stomach? Like, what if that was possible? Would you consider going that route? Would you consider, like, at least starting to take some first steps towards really putting that all together, so that you can actually end up be doing something that you really love? End up be doing something, like really execute that purpose. That thing that you feel like, this is really my happy place. Who gets what I'm saying? Like, do you have something in your life like you feel like, this is my happy place? Like, when I'm doing this thing, this is my happy place. Like, this is where I just find I can, whatever it is, like when you're doing that thing, you feel like you are so in your place of rest. Like, there's so much happiness that you feel. For some people, it's dancing. When they start to dance, that is, the arena, that's the atmosphere where they feel the most at their best. And guess what? Some people, they realize that is their thing, and they start making a living off of that. They become professional dancers. They become, they really build something, a brand with that. For some other people, they need this kind of encouragement I'm bringing today to remind you, encourage you, push you, that what if you consider really packaging that thing that you find so much fulfillment in doing? What if you were able to just really figure out how you can package that to be a real gig that you can monetize? How cool would that be? How fulfilling would that be for you? How life-changing. Imagine your life, in that state, being able to do that. My mommy is in the house. We know, right? We know how, especially when you grow up, from singlehood, you're now in this childbearing age season of your life, where you're married, you're actively having kids. Like, regardless of your the career that you have, where are all my career mamas? I am right here. One of them is here, but who is kind of retired now and doing my own thing, right? Because of what I'm talking about today. Like, how many of us career mamas, when we get to this active childbearing stage, the fact that we are actively bearing kids at the same time, we are having a huge challenge to balance, that time with our kids. Being able to, be present for them at the same time, keep up with that career the way we should. It's a tough balance. Who agrees? Let me know, any mamas in the house having a hard time balancing that career life and being really fully present with your family, with the family, the people that you really love the most. Who is finding that challenging? We all do, right? So then the thing now becomes like, what if you could figure out something that you really love to do and be able to, put it together, package it, brand it into a real business and put it out there so that you can be able to monetize it And it enables you to be able to create the lifestyle that you deserve for yourself, that allows you to work around that your family schedule that you want to prioritize. How cool will that be? How cool will that be? That's what I've done for myself since 2020. I always, like I have been saying, if 2020 did not wake up, for some of us, it was a wake-up call to not just depend on the traditional way of doing things. Because believe it or not, our world has gone digital. Everything is happening in the online space now. We know that's why we are here, right? And some people have been, like quick enough to realize that while we are here, a lot of people, including myself, a lot of us are leveraging this digital space to actually let it, give us some returns. And I'm here to encourage the rest of us that have not, the rest of people that have not been able to see how you can also tap into this and also get a little piece of the pie by just taking a passion of yours that you already have, a skill set that you already have, a talent, a gifting that something you are already good at, and be able to put it together, brand it, and market it. How cool would that be for you? Mommies, if you were able to do that with that thing of yours that you love, maybe it's you love to talk, you love to crack jokes. Did you know you could build a brand, an entertainment brand, entertaining people with that wittiness, funniness of yours that you have? Did you know you could put something really great together like that can end up be feeding your stomach? I'm talking about passion to profit business model today. That's what I'm talking about. You can set up a business from a passion of yours, something that you don't even need to go get any new degree. Like you don't need to go to school now to go get any new certification or degree. Even though sometimes some of those things might help a little bit, like down the road. But to start, you just need to come with that, that thing that lights you up, that passion of yours that lights you up, that thing that you don't even struggle to do. Because that's a good thing when you're operating in your passion. You don't put in you don't need a lot of effort. It just flows naturally because that's what you are built to do. But for a lot of us, because of one challenge or the other, we're just trying to make ends meet. Now, because everybody is doing caregiving, that's where we have found ourselves, because we need something to just help us pay the bills, right? But what we really like to do is something completely different. What if instead of forgetting about that thing that is the real thing that you are made to do, that you're so passionate about, you love to do? What if, even in the course of this, your main gig going, you were able to start building that little baby on the side? Start using that passion of yours, something you don't need to go fetch, fresh from somewhere. It's something you already are good at. Is it singing for you? Do you know people are here, even right here on this platform, have put together that singing brand, and they are entertaining people and getting a lot of change into their bag? Why are you still not taking any step in that direction of your own passion, your own gifting? I want to encourage you today. I am here to encourage you. I'm here to encourage you, and also to tell you that, in case you're really listening to this and it's really like it's an aha moment for you, it's like a wake up, it's kind of really speaking deep into your heart. Be like, yeah, I think I should consider some of us, we love to talk. We love to entertain people, like we are so funny. We love to talk. Did you know you can put up a talk show with that talking of yours? Instead of just being in comment sections or in everywhere you are just there talking and talking for nothing. Why some people are using their number 6 where and they are talking for as a gig. Haven't you heard of people being called to speak at different things because they love to talk and they have been able to, mold that to be a real, to pretty much be a career for themselves? We are living in a time, like I always say, that you don't need to have that skill set and necessarily have to go sit down and wait for somebody to come and offer you, say, okay, this is your position, this is your job, before you execute or you operate in that capacity. We are living in a time where you yourself, that's what I'm talking about today, you yourself can put together that, that gig of yours, brand yourself, be a freelancer of yourself, and leverage this digital space that we all have from the comfort of, on our Android devices to market yourself. And if you hear all of this and you're excited about it and you feel like, yeah, that is really resonating with me, but I wish I could have some hands-on little guidance as to how to, how to start, what do I do next, how do I market myself? Because I know for a lot of people, even some that have started off something, they get stuck when it comes to the marketing part. I know a lot of people struggle with that. Like they don't know how to market themselves. Maybe they have heard of digital products and they've actually, put together something. But when it comes to the marketing part, because that's where the sales are, like if you don't know how to market your business, whatever, I don't care what you create. You can invent the most excellent product on this earth. If you don't know how to market it, that business has already failed before it began. That is where you should now be very, very ready to invest in yourself, to learn that skill set, to move the needle in your direction, like to make it work. If that's your case, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. Okay? Let's have a time together. Reserve a time by clicking my picture here. It takes you to my bio. You will see the second link also. You'll be able to reserve a time. It's a whole coaching session, a 2 hours coaching session. Like I said, this is what I've done for myself since 2020. Okay, I've been able to build my own brand because I gave birth at the start of the pandemic, March of 2020, March 12th. And I knew that as an accountant, I was not going to go back to my cubicle anytime soon. Just having a baby and everywhere there is, we know what was happening in the world then. And for me, that was a wake-up call moment for me, that I knew that I had to start really thinking beyond, like outside of the box of just this traditional way of making a living. It has been a journey, but I started off and have been able to, make mistakes, learn from them and tweak my way, as I keep moving on and keep growing. And like my mentor always, taught me, like, I don't have to be, like he taught me, like if you feel like you are even just one step, you don't have to be like some professional or some expert with some big title to be able to help somebody else. If you feel like you are even just at least one step or two steps ahead of somebody, you should be able to hold the hand of another person that is one step behind you and, get them, support them, lift them up in that direction that they want to go. And that's what I want to do here. Here is a platform where we are leveling up our game, okay? Our personal growth game, personal development, our personal finance, we are leveling it up. And we are doing all and everything that will help us in that direction, achieving that goal of being financially stable, being whole as a person, growing from our mindset to our pocket. Just checking to see if I'm missing anything, if anybody is saying something. Yep. I love to hear your thoughts as you watch this. Yeah. Are you someone who would like to, You like to educate people. You like to teach on some, some subject matter that you feel like you have a background in. Did you know you can, package that into a real gig that you can provide a lot of value to people out there, be a solution to somebody who really needs that help. And in return, you are able to, to put something in your bag for doing that. We are living in a time again where you don't necessarily have to have those marketable skill sets, and you only just sit and wait for somebody to give hire and give you a position as an employee before you can, you can have that, but you can also use that skill set of yours, that passion of yours, that thing that you really love to do that comes naturally. Build something for yourself, build a brand you, build your own brand off of that. So I'm here to encourage you and to tell you that that is very possible. That a whole lot of people, they're doing that. They're leveraging, this online space, digital space, to do stuff like that for themselves. And guess what? You see them all around, but you don't realize, because you're not really thinking. You may not be thinking in that direction. You see them all around. You see them. You're watching them on their platform. They are doing that, and guess what? They are not doing that for nothing. And I'm here to challenge you that what if you too? If they are not doing that for nothing, they are actually getting, they're actually getting an income from that. What if you too could be on the other side of that equation, where you two are also, you can start putting something together and be getting a piece of that pie too? What change would that be for? How fulfilling, what impact could that have for you? It might just be the start of the difference between where you're at and where you actually desire to be. Turning your passion, into profit. Of course, it comes with hard work. You're not going to sleep and wake up and it happens. No, you're going to put in the work and do what needs to be done for you to build that brand. But I'm here to encourage you that you can build a brand around what you really love to do. And I'm telling you, that is the most fulfilling work that you can ever do in this life, when you are doing that thing that you feel like, this is what I was cut out to do. This is like the thing that I find the most fulfillment in doing. This is what I am meant to do, because I find myself, when I'm doing this thing, whether it's dancing, it's singing, it's teaching, it's mentoring, it's coaching, or it's whatever, it's cooking, I feel when I'm doing this thing, when I'm in the midst of it, it's my place of rest. It's a place where you feel the most the most alive. Let me just put it like that. You feel the most alive. You feel the most at your best. And it comes so natural. Like, it flows. You don't struggle to do it. Imagine earning a living doing something that you love that much. That is a happy life right there. A big win-win. Like, think about that versus where you may currently be, where you are just doing it because that's all you've got. That's what you've told yourself, that's all you've got. But I'm challenging you to think beyond that because very likely that's not all you've got. That's just what you're telling yourself. What are those other things that you leave behind and you just think these are hobbies? Yeah, it's just my hobby to do this thing. But when you get to do it, you like it the most. What if it was possible for you to package that into a real gig and monetize it? It comes with knowing how to go about it, right? That's where you want to seek knowledge. You want to seek mentorship from somebody who has, who is in the trenches with you. And that's what I can help you with. Okay? In my one-on-one, we can work one-on-one. Because that's how I basically built my brand since 2020 in this light. And for those of you meeting me for the first time, maybe you've never, yeah. My name is Silvaline, okay? I'm a mom of 3 kiddos. The oldest one is 8 years old. The youngest one is 3. So I have a 5 who is turning 6 tomorrow, and a 3 years old. I'm an accountant by profession, okay? Someone with a accounting and finance background, college degrees in both accounting, another one in finance. But since 2020, I haven't done any traditional work, the regular traditional work of working for anybody. Again, because 2020 was when my entrepreneurial journey began. And guess what? I'm doing it all from the comfort of my home. All right? I'm actually here hiding right in a room here. My kiddos are here. My husband just came in. They are downstairs. I'm upstairs here. So you can build something for yourself. I know a lot, you may hear this and you feel like, that sounds really interesting. I wish I could do this. Because I know as mommies, like, I'm here. I can listen to them. If something is going wrong down there, I am here present. I am present here with them. They have that quality time with me that they so deserve. And I'm so grateful I was able to, have been able to do this, especially for the youngest one. He has been able to have his mom with him. In fact, none of them have ever been to, experience this daycare life. Not that it's a terrible thing, but that was a choice we made. That we want to raise them ourselves. Instead of have a nanny or somebody know our kids more than ourselves. Between myself and my husband. So, that is why since 2020, I began this journey of, building a brand for myself, my entrepreneurial journey. And I'm here to just encourage you, if that's, especially as a mommy, as a mom, if that's something you've been thinking about, and maybe you've even tried selling some other people's product, you've tried different things, and it's not, maybe it hasn't worked out or turned out the way you have loved it to. I am here to just, to give you this other direction to think about. That do you have any passion, any skill set, particular thing that you are good at yourself? Because you may be surprised that instead of trying to sell other people's products and you don't really have a good, because I don't want to really go that direction, but you can sell something that you don't really align with. It doesn't work. Because people can see through that there is a disconnect. But what if you could sit down and just think within yourself, explore within yourself, and feel like you have something that you can present your own offer. You have your own offer. But then maybe you just need guidance for somebody to help you to put it together. I have this 3-step method that I teach, okay? That is going to help you put it all together. It's going to help you, identify it, just kind of craft it, brand it, and market it. The marketing piece is a big one. Market it all organically, leveraging, or if you want to even go digital, but you start from somewhere. But organic marketing is so, we all have it, right here on a bunch of different, we all have that access from our these Android devices we are holding. It literally gives us access to a worldwide market. You have that skill set. There are places there are different platforms that you can put something together, put a portfolio of yourself and be able to market yourself. There are places like Fiverr there. There's Upwork that you can, sell your services. Or if you want to know, kind of get some guidance or some really, help on how to do that, I will be glad to work with you. Okay, to at least give you some guidance and help you kickstart and launch that, just like I've done for a few of people lately. So I don't know if at this point anybody has any question. If not, I will go take care of my boy who is calling for me there at the door. Yeah, I just came today to really encourage us on like another major way to build something that, you know, that you can monetize, make money off of, right? Since we are all here trying to elevate our lives, our financial game, this is a major direction. It's a whole business model, passion to profit, that book gurus, they know out there. But I know for a lot of us, like, maybe, you know, we've thought about something, but we don't know where, like, we're stuck. We don't know where to start. We don't know how to, yeah. That's where I can work with you one-on-one. We put that together for you. Just get you be able to launch your brand. All right. You can, how you connect with me is by just, you know, go to my picture here, tap on it, and it takes you to my bio. You're gonna see where to tap, my site there, to tap there and go, you know, go pick a slot, go reserve a slot, and we can have a coaching session. All right. I'll be glad to be a part of your journey. Just like you can check out my pin post and see what my past clients have to say. Okay. You will see it, I think, the very first pin post that I have on my profile. I am not, this is not one of those, I'm not here to tell you that this is something that you just stand out and in 14 days or in 30 days, you are going to make so and so. No, that's not, I'm not doing that BS. Okay. But I'm telling you that this is a real thing that you can put together with some help from somebody who has done it. Who has done it. Not does it. From somebody who has, you know, who is actually still doing it. If you have some marketable skill set, which for a lot of people they do, they just don't realize it. You can build a brand from something you already know how to do. From a skill set you already have, a passion of yours you already have. You can build a business brand out of it and monetize it. Okay, that will be able to put something back into your pocket. And for a lot of people, they may start it small, and you don't know, by the end of the day or down the road might end up being the instead of being a side gig that they started off with, it might turn out to, you know, to be the main gig, depending on how, you know, how much effort you put into it. Nothing just, you know, happens like that. You have to you have to be serious about it and put in the work that you need to do. If you start off something, for me, I see when I start something like a business, it's like my another baby. It's my other baby. Like I am gonna do what I need to do to build it up. That's how that's how anybody that succeeds at anything, that's what they do. You slack around, it's gonna slack. You put in the work, you see the results. But know that a lot of people are leveraging this business model and literally changing their, their situations around. And like, why not you? Right? Especially if you are a mama like me and just trying to balance everything out, like trying to be there for your household, your spouse, and all these our young kiddos who really, rightfully need our full attention, and try to keep up with your career, and all of that is like driving you nuts. And what if you start considering, building something? If you start it small and see how far it takes you. Something that even if it's not even if it's not I mean, even if you're just doing it like on the side, down the road might actually be the thing that you're going to fall back on when you no longer have the strength to go for this long 14, 16 hours shifts. Later in life, when that energy is no longer there, this might be the thing that becomes, you know, your real backup, right? So I hope you find some encouragement and value in this. If you did, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If not, I will go right now. I got to answer the call for my baby here. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the likes, the thumbs up. Yep. I think we could have done better, but it's not too bad. We are at 250, 245. But say it was great. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. I'll let you all go now. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm coming live every day. I'm coming live every day around evenings like this. So thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, have a blessed night. Love you all. Bye now.